This is Veronica Kennedy, Certified LinkedIn for Business, reviewing Scott Smeester's LinkedIn profile. The first thing we notice are the four most critical areas of LinkedIn that people observe, which are the profile picture, your opportunity to be perceived professionally and put your best foot forward. He has a great profile picture. The background image with the new LinkedIn dashboard, the new dimensions are 974 pixels by 300 pixels, so longer and narrower. And then, of course, your name and your value add statement or your differentiated value professional headline. So in evaluating Scott Smeester's, we've got good images and his name. Here we review what is he offering. And this is where people who visit your profile, unless you're a LinkedIn job seeker and you want your LinkedIn to read like a resume where you're showcasing what you do and your skills, you really want the initial content to cater to your ideal target audience and answer the question, what's in it for them? So rather than focusing so much on what you do or even how you do it, you express the benefit. What do people or your ideal client, what do they take away from the value of working with you? And this is an area to emphasize that, and then they'll be interested enough to scroll down and learn more. So for example, the majority of LinkedIn viewers, they glance through a profile, they spend a few seconds, and rarely do they go beyond the summary to look at your employment, and even then rarely do they go on beyond the first employment level. So each stage is an opportunity to get them to engage and instill trust. And so with this opportunity, we would focus on the benefits. So we understand that he works in cybersecurity and IT, and those are good search engine words for what he does, but here we would want to play with testing different professional headlines as for what is the benefit that people take away with. So for example, cybersecurity, the advantage, if that happens, there's a risk and there's a value add to working with Scott Smeester. And we would focus on expressing that right here. And it's also an opportunity to express who's your industry that you're targeting. Who do you do this for? So one of the areas that he's really an expert in is helping manufacturing with cybersecurity. So we might even put down the benefit of having cybersecurity not being at risk for manufacturing, and then one or two other target industries where he really is an expert and differentiates himself from a competitor. Another area that they'll look is the summary, and I understand that, I don't know, pros and cons, why LinkedIn shortened this up so much. It's from literally, you have 2 lines to get someone's attention now. It's not that much longer than even a professional headline, and that needs to entice, excuse me, your visitor to see more. And this is where you really have an opportunity to share more about how what you do really helps the industries that you serve. And a lost opportunity that most people use this space for is really sharing about themselves, almost like a cover letter or a resume. And again, that can be ideal if you're using LinkedIn as a job seeker. But if you're a business, then you're really catering this space to your ideal client who's going to be searching for you and making it about them rather than having the space read like a resume. So here we would potentially put this key information as for, hey, why Scott? Why Smeester and Associates Cybersecurity? Most likely we could put that into the employment section for Smeester and Associates, and that's where we could really showcase why us, why Scott, why would you trust him as the expert? That's the opportunity. Here we would look at, I do like how he has his contact information. However, now that LinkedIn only showcases 2 lines, more likely that we would want to drop that down and really emphasize, again, what do clients receive as a result of working with me, and really grab their attention in those first 2 lines so that they're enticed to read more, and then they want to know more about you. So first we make it about them, we make it about our clients and the industries that we serve, and then they are excited to learn more about us. I do think this is a nice use of media space in the summary, he's got a testimonial, and you could also use this, of course, to showcase your value add statement in a video where you personalize your brand with the face behind the company, because really when people buy, they buy from you. At that point, we would review his experience, and he's got it nicely sectioned so it's not one long giant paragraph, and it looks like he's really catering to keywords here. We might revisit this to talk more about the benefits. We can certainly go into more detail about what makes Smeester and Associates the exceptional value or the unique value or the expert for your industry in this space. A lot of this content is something we might be able to just make a little bit tighter, a little bit more succinct, so that people are just interested enough that they want to reach out to you and connect and learn more, or direct that traffic to your website, and that's where we can really share more content about our business. So while I do like what Scott has done here, we could revisit potentially improving it and making it just more reader friendly or more action oriented. What action step do we want our visitor to take after they realize the benefits of working with us, especially when we are our company, we are the brand. It's another angle to test out with really promoting engagement. If it's too long, and I do like how he has it chunked, I just worry that will people scroll down and continue to engage and read it, or do they think, oh, okay, he's an expert, but now will they take the next step to either connect on LinkedIn or visit our website? So those are the areas that we would visit in a profile review and then test the results. Lastly, I do want to add, recommendations are a very powerful credibility stance on LinkedIn. Anybody can put a testimonial on their website, they control the content on it, but if you have a testimonial on LinkedIn, it's very credible. The only way it gets on there is if the person with a registered LinkedIn account posts it, and then their entire network sees it when they post it. Great opportunity to share endorsements and enhance visibility for both parties. Often an underutilized feature on LinkedIn. I'm real happy to see that he even has 10. That really gives him leverage from the competition, which might have 1 or 2. This is Veronica Kennedy, and this concludes the LinkedIn review. Thank you.